issue with versus mode. Jump through here, jump over. There we go. Line it up, line it up. All right, we're back. You know, I never played Splatoon. This time, oh boy. Oh, but so the suggestion thing, the level idea thing. All it does is it grabs a random item from each list. In some cases, it grabs like multiple items, or it randomly decides that it doesn't want any items from a list. Alright, so... Oh! Wow! I feel like I got super lucky on that one. I guess just throw Luigi at that last jump like 4 or 5 times and he eventually gets it. Oh! First clear on a Pef level. You guys, get back on board. I want everyone back on base as quickly as possible. Return. This is it. Fire everything at the enemy shields. We did it! Woo! Oh, buddy! Oh. Exactly. Hey! Don't jinx it. Nobody jinx it. Yes! Oh, wow. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Just lick it. Just plunk it. I'm scared. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, oh, okay, okay. Whoa, hey, buddy. Whoa, hey, oh, all right. That was a good dodge right there at the end, wasn't it? Let's do it. Let's impersonate Germ Dove here. There we go. There we go. I'm now fully germed up. Wait, hang on. There's something missing. There's something missing. There's something missing. There we go. The full Germ Dove experience. The slightly grainy chroma key. This is how we're doing the rest of the stream in Germ Dove mode. This is truly a new era for the channel. Stealing other people's layouts. We got it. Yeah, I gotta show off my Curbskit impression because I've been working on it, and I think I've got it down now. You know, practicing in the mirror. It takes a bit, but I think I finally have captured. I think I've finally captured Curb's true essence. All right, here we go. Hey guys, it's me, Curbska.
Little do they know you're using heat-seeking missiles.
Oh gosh, that crit.
This is 101 how to kill a server. Play with
That's
dogs,
right.
give them a medic.
Oh gosh, this is just disgusting. Oh no. Oh no. Good job. You've proven yourself worthy. Not what I wanted you to do. There we go. Alright. There we go. Simple as that. It was the momentum. It was the momentum. I stopped because I didn't know what was up there. And then when I got up there, I was like, ooh, I have screwed myself out of this one. But it doesn't matter. Because I got it this time instead. So glad there weren't spikes behind the goalpost. I know you wouldn't do that, but still. Out of 27. And there's no way I'm getting all of those, of course. I think that last I checked, only about 40 people have managed to... Okay. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Oh, okay. Only about 40 people... Alright. Oh. Alright. Hello. How is everyone? Yeah, I don't always use the intro, but it's helpful when I'm not quite ready to go, but I want to go ahead and have the queue open and available. Hope you guys all had a good weekend. Ooh, we got a couple new ones there. Let's see. Oh, no clears. Oh wait, but also 2-second clear check. What is this? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, I think. I'll give it an okay. All right, hang on. So I've got a P-switch. I need to be ending with a P-switch. Oh, there's the ending P-switch. Okay, that's not too bad. Yeah, it's a midair P-jump. Oh, if I can actually land a midair P-jump. Yeah, we'll knock this one out and then pick a for realsies level. You know, rack up an extra first clear as long as no one else grabs it first. Someone else who's more competent at midair P-switch jumps. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I do better at midair POW jumps. There we go. Not it. There we go. I've taken the pressure off. Now no one else has to worry about first clear. All right. Let's see what we got here. This one is okay. This one's 215. That's a little bit more. Yeah, that looks like a genuine level there. POW jumps might be a little bit more forgiving. Yeah, exactly. You don't have to get that early frame jump off of it. Oh. Okay, it's a two style level. Well, we'll play the single player level then. Finding a parking timing? Oh, I get you. I get you. You earn nothing. Gotcha. Now wait. Here's the question. can I play it single player in co-op and it still work? Oh, okay, gotcha. So there's a code input there. Jim Bob. It would be super. Okay, gotcha. It's not. This is not meant for single player. I didn't know if it was going to be one of those Weekend at Bernie style levels. Oh, I won't. I won't take the single player clear on that. That's fine. Whoops. Actually, let's go back this way. Played. Oh, you guys will be happy to know that I added the ability to give each other tokens now. So you can do that now. It's !give. Gotcha. I haven't tested it very thoroughly, so use it at your own risk. Let's see. Multiplayer course. We don't want that. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 4 clears out of 1,000. That's a little bit better. Defeat Larry. Larry! Oh, okay. Well, we probably already lost, but... Oh, wait, that's an actual... Okay, that's not a surf. That's a shell jump. You probably also have to include who... Let's see. Was it give? Did I say... Hang on. Let me make sure I actually checked the code in. There we go. It worked. Oh gosh, that one's tight. No, I didn't see it was off screen. There we go. The first give has been completed. Boomerang, how you doing? Oh man, backwards shell jumps. Shell jumps in general. A season of giving, that's right. That's right. Whoa, bad timing. Oh no. Oh man, long distance shell jump. Yes, we finally added give against my better judgment. I cannot think of a good use for that. I'm imagining a lot of begging for tokens at some point. Uh-oh. I'm sure it'll be fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh, that one's scary. All right, so this one. Uh-oh. Oh, that one is just a surf. Okay, that one is throw and then big jump. Oh no! Wait, what? Oh, I was too high. It actually didn't hit the on-off switch. I wish I got a present. You mean a gift? Totally not the same thing. Oh man, again. I mean, I'm still smacking myself in the face, so it doesn't help either way, but... Hope the stars go away soon? What? What stars? Alright, that looked better, yeah. Oh, I'm scared. Oh no, I turned back. I saw the saws and got nervous. Oh yeah, this is interesting. This is the first time that it's possible to have a number of tokens not divisible by 5. Uh-oh. Nathan Wolf, welcome. Thank you for your level. Hopefully I'll get to it soon. You guys are all so excited about this. It's the giving season. Oh, I didn't think that one was gonna hit. Oh, thank you. Good use of, Oh no! I was too high up. Wait, I can cheese that one. Not yet. I don't know how we should do that though. Do we need more mini games? Like mini games you can use your tokens on? Because I am not above that. Oh, Jim Bob Sandwich. I didn't even notice. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I did not even see the bits coming in. Very much appreciated. Thank you for hitting me in the face with your loose change. Gambling tokens for more tokens. How do we make that work? How do we make that work? Do we, all right, what about heist? Wait, I have seen, that's in Penga's. I don't know anything about how it works, but I always see in Penga's chat. I don't watch Penga on Twitch, I only watch him on YouTube. But I always see in the chat overlay stuff about heists going on and gun checks. Dang it. You can totally cheese that one. I just put the Shelmet on and ride up the snake block. Someone explain the heist mini game to me. Like, is it literally just a dice roll of did we win or did we not win? Yeah, I'll do it the one that doesn't require a shell jump. We could put a twist on something. It's RNG. Gotcha. Oh, because it's hard to get into the grinders. Oh, that one's not good. With a Shelmet. Because you'll keep bouncing off of them. That looks good. Yeah. Okay, we're back. Oh, we overshot. That is... Alright, well... I'll say, probably for what you mean, correct. Mario Maker 2 does not have any RNG. For what your question probably is. There's no RNG in Mario Maker 2. Everything is deterministic. That's why auto levels work. Basically, if you put in the same inputs, you will always get out the same outputs in Mario Maker 2. Now, here's the thing. Getting the exact same inputs is very difficult on anything but an auto level. So, I don't know. I don't think it's fair to say there's no RNG. Because when you think about things like, let's say things like Bowser's behavior, or the Koopalings, how many bounces they're going to do while you're fighting them. Oh, that was bad. Yeah. These things aren't technically RNG, but they're not predictable. Like, the direction that a mole goes is predictable. You know, it's very easy to think about how it works and see the behavior. Mole tries to go towards Mario. Boom, easy. Yeah, Hammer Brothers, great example. They are very difficult to predict because, dang it, the thing they're using to determine what action to take next is not visible to the player. It's basically a list of like, hey, how many times did the player hit the left button in the last 60 seconds, or what's the current time on the clock? You know, weird things like that. I don't know what the actual things it uses are, but that's the sort of things that it's going to be using. Oh. 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 Yeah. As long as they're on their stumps, chain chomps have a sort of RNG like behavior. Yeah, but if it's an auto level, they're always going to do the same thing. I have to turn back just slightly there. Man, you can actually make it up there. Oh, come on. What would be the most RNG? Ooh. I mean, Bowser and the Koopalings all feel pretty RNG. I gotta turn back a little bit more there. Yeah, Rocky Wrench throwing height. Funny that you can actually get up that snake block. Oh, man. Like, yeah, Astroy. Astroy is RNG. Yeah, that's like all of Astroy's levels are based on enemies that have very big RNG capabilities. Do I need to throw that later, maybe? Winged Iggy. Moves back and forth really fast, yeah. Yeah, I think the takeaway is that the Koopalings are pretty rough to deal with. What if I do that? Oh, interesting. Okay, so I do have to do it a little bit on the early side. Whoops, got my finger stuck on the button. Winged Iggy. That's a good band name. At least I can get this part pretty well. This part I have a little bit of trouble with. Yeah, I have to turn back. I hate when that happens. So what happened there is I tapped down to put the Shellmet on, but I was not holding the Shellmet yet. The result is that I duck slid into the Shellmet, which counts as kicking it. That is really difficult to get. I bet what's happening is that those things are spawning on screen earlier than I think they are. Oh, I didn't even think about the fact I still gotta kill Larry in this level. We haven't even seen Larry. Gotta go. Oh my goodness, that is a really rough up jump. Winged Roy is worse than Winged Iggy. I can't even keep straight which Koopaling is which, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on the discussion. Wait, is that third one? No, that's a Shellmet. I can't... Yeah, that third one's a Shellmet. Wait, there is a third beetle. There's a third Buzzy Beetle off screen, but you can't see him because of the screen is so low. Airship, man. Ludwig's probably the least RNG Koopaling. Yeah, he's pretty easy to predict. That's fair. Even when he's got wings. Yeah, when he has a bow. Yeah, that's fair. That's that does make it easy. Dang it. To remember them at least. Ludwig has the rockin' hair. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Dang it. Since I can't see it, it's very difficult. Thorn, how you doing, man? All right. Let's put a limit. Let's put a limit here. This was our warm-up level. That's a good point. Yeah. Thorn, we're talking about kind of RNG in Mario Maker 2. I know it's not true RNG, but it is unpredictable behavior of enemies. Let's put it that way. Very difficult to predict some enemies. We're trying to figure out what enemy is the worst for... What enemy is the least predictable. Man. Alright, I gotta stop it there. Most to least. Yeah, up pipes are just weird like that. So presumably behind the pipe is a fight against something Larry-like. And then I get spit out there. That's... Okay, and then it's just basically a leap of faith to the end. Man. We may take another stab at that later. All right. Let's get our first... oh, gosh, blooper. Let's get our first wheel of the night going. Let's figure out who's going to be first tonight. Sounds good, Mantis. Meowser, yeah. All right, Boomerang, back to your world, I assume. Gotta make sure I pick the right one. So I've got two major worlds that keep getting back in my queue that I keep bouncing back and forth between. And then still in the queue, we've got Jim Bob, Thorn, Mantis, and Nathan Wolf. I do not recognize Nathan Wolf. Have you submitted anything before, Nathan Wolf? I'm usually pretty good about remembering usernames, but yours does not ring a bell. All right, here we go, the tower. Do we have a progressive power-up? Interesting. Progressive power-up, but you give me the mushroom first. I mean, I'm not gonna turn it down. Whoop. Hey, all right, nice. Possibly. All right, part 2. Oh, vertical. And then we double back. Oh, almost slipped off there. Oh, did slip off. Wait, maybe we can save it. Hey, we saved it. Isn't that how all progressive power-ups? Yeah, but the idea is like, if you give me a progressive power-up, why not just give me the power-up? Why not just give me the fire flower? I don't know if that makes any sense. Maybe someone else can explain it better than what I'm getting at. Oh, gotta be a tiny jump there. Whoa! Slipped. Hey, Meme Dum Dum. How you doing? Yeah, it's, I don't know. Dang it. All right, so there's a tiny hop up here, right here. Yeah, that one's spooky. Gotta be ready for it. Okay, I'm guessing this is gonna be a full height tower climb. Nope, it's not. Or maybe that was a full height. All right, power up. Okay, ooh, duck. All right, this feels very much like the previous. Oh, we're done. Wow, that last section's pretty easy. So let's see. Have a level because power up. You need the fire flower to get through ice coin, so it forces you to get there without taking damage. That's a fun application of it. Did we die? I think that was a one shot. I think we aced that one. All right. Final 2 stages. Let's do it. I think if we're fast, we might. Unless this is gonna be a auto scroll, isn't it? Though, this is gonna slow us down. Yeah, it's an auto scroll. That's all right. Oh, that is not slippery. Ooh, confusing. Let's just send that over there. Where did I go? It's a mystery. I'm gonna get hit in the face with a, oh wait, what's this? What is this? Wait a second. Oh! Oh, look at you. Custom auto scroll. Yeah, train airship levels are all the rage. Well, I mean, you know, at some point they probably were very, very different. I've got a train a train airship level. It's not very good. Yeah, there was a mushroom platform hiding beneath it, but it was hard to see, so it caught me off guard, and I was like, wait, why aren't I slipping? Oh, right, that's why. Take that, thwomp. Go away, go away, go away, go away. There he's spinning. There he goes. Oh, gotcha. We go in, get the key, get back. Boom. You should take a shower. Tumble brother, yeah.
Made it.
2 seconds faster. If you want to get a really good time on this level, you need to die right after grabbing the checkpoint. That forces the screen to scroll forward to center on you. What? Oh. A bunch of hair clips have found their way onto your chair. Weird. Can't wash off. Fair enough. You can't. Treasures. Treasures. All right, let's do this. I mean, yeah, it definitely is overrated. Oh, I see. We're doing a, what's the trope? What do we call it? The final exam level. I think that's a fun thing to have. Sometimes they feel out of place, but I'm cool with it. We're gonna get a squirrel suit? No. Get out of my way. Day says hi. Oop. Let me watch that again. Oh, I tried for a twirl, but I was a little bit late. It's like rhythm. Yeah! Which I only know that one because of the Smash parody of it. I think I put that in Curb's Discord a long time ago. All right, you know what? we're gonna just go. Turtle just gave you 100 points. In case you were wondering, Hovercat. Turtle just gave you 100 points, and Daysnake says hi.
Thank you.
The people love you.
And hello,
Take it. Take the propeller, take the mushroom. What do we got going on here? Oh. Uh-oh. Whoa. All right, we're good. Saved it. Oh. Got out of there. Scot-free. All right, we're good. Ooh. That's all right. I meant to do that, so it's okay. I should have taken him with me. Boop. Nice. Fun, fun. Switch required. I haven't seen any switches yet. Oh, just cuz. Yay! Oh, that's to keep the Bowser fire from happening off screen. Clever. I like that. I like that technique. World record 134. Oh, we get the whoop now. I love that chord progression on this on the SMW credits. Oh, we have to actually push the button. Hey, Nathan Wolf, are you here? I'm gonna ping you and everything. But I want to remove your level from the queue if you're not here. Yeah, that was fun, Boomerang. Glad we finally made it through. Felt like having you dunk all the Koopalings. Yeah, why not? Throw them in. Chuck them in the lava. Appease the lava gods. Appease Blarg. You guys remember Blarg, right? All right. Nathan Wolf's out. Remove. Never even had a chance. Yeah, it was the lava dragon from Super Mario World. And it was the big lava monster from Yoshi's Island. Oh, Meme Dum Dum, thank you. $5 going to Camp Horizon. Jim Bob. Oh, that's your Super World, isn't it? Charvarg? That is the weirdest spelling of Charvarg. I mean, granted, it's a weird word. It's a weird name. But somehow I knew what you meant. Yeah, I don't know why they wanted that to be different. All right, so we're in World 7 here. You weren't even close. It's all right. So Yoshi's Island actually had two of them. One was a recolor. So the red one was Blarg, had big bushy eyebrows. There was also a blue one. Who knows what the blue one was named? Oh yeah, I remember this level now. Did not remember the lava rising quite so fast though. It's like you don't even want a chartboard. Yes, that is very weird that you actually know that. Congratulations, you are weird. Whoop. Oh, we gotta wait now. Come on, Boom Boom, come on down. Poor guy. Yeah, Nep-E-Nut, which is almost. Oh wow, it's a little off there. If you take the last, what is it? Like you take the final four letters of Nep-E-Nut and reverse them, and then it turns into Neptune. Maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. I wonder if I could follow that guy up. Alright, gotta thread the needle here. Ooh, singe your nose hairs, Luigi. And then we bounce, bounce, bounce. Oh, that was cool for a second there. Oh, we got more. We got more. No Neppy Nut November. Yoshi's New Island. I never played Yoshi's New Island. I assume it was good. If it was based on the original Yoshi Island. Mr. Greggy Spike, what's going on? I remember. Oh, hi. I remember Mr. Greggy Spike has a lot of. Oh well, I'm glad we got that mushroom. Has a lot of Metroidvania levels. Sometimes they take a very long time to get through, but I think we can manage. Really? That's a shame. See, original Yoshi's Island was really good. Ooh, I'm doing good. Hudson! How are you, man? Man, everybody's coming out tonight. I remember I had a, I still had my, oh, what's that up there? Hi. Two, three, anyway. Oh, yes, feather. All right, third one from the right. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I remember I had my dry bone shell last time I was here. Oh, dang. All I remember from the original, yeah. Nintendo did pick a pretty terrible noise for when you get hit. As it turns out, nobody really likes to hear the sound of a baby crying. Who knew? Oh, man. Come on, Spike. All right, third one over. But is it progressive? Oh. Well, maybe there'll be another one. Maybe not. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay, well now we have to walk the rest of the way. Like some sort of Neanderthal. Yeah, weird, huh? Alright. Oh, there we go. Oh, whoops. Oh, weird. Kind of cornered it. Got into the corner of his hitbox there. That's all right. Was there something in the top right? I saw a key door. I don't know if there was anything else. Oh, dang it. I'm taking a death on that. No, I'll wait. I'll play it out. I really want that feather, though. All right. DS was janky. Yoshi's New Line was annoying Garbo. Oh no. Oh, there is something up there. Coins. Probably if you've got the cape. Yeah, there's a little indicator of something going on up there. Woolly World is a masterpiece. Crafted World, never played. Okay, and that's it. I don't know what these guys are throwing, but I'm just getting out. All right, cool. Do we have time for another level? That one took 6 minutes. We'll squeeze in what we can here. Want to play Crafted World? I started it and then kind of stopped playing it for a while. Thank you for the GGs. Oh, you picked a name. Wasn't it gonna be Shell's Kitchen? Oh, okay, okay. Big E. Hey, all right, I like it. Go for the non-poison mushroom. I'd eat at Big E's. People say it's too easy, but it'd be really... Yeah. I think the feeling I got from that level, we are. E's represent. Oh, hi. Oh, okay. Interesting level. And I guess I don't want to kill the, I don't know where I can go there. I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought. It's gone. Oh, Yoshi's Crafted World. My fear on that was that it was gonna be super rough from a collect-a-thon point of view. Like if I wanted to 100% it, then it would just not be happening. Do I just need to kill him then? If so, it's not particularly well indicated. I don't know if I'm missing something. Like I can get over him. But do I want to? Let's assume I do. Nope. Well, I'm stumped. Huh. Woolly Roll is definitely very gosh dang fun. Okay, something's up. Something is up with how this guy's pattern works. Like, he's not always firing at the same time. Yeah, look at that. There's nowhere in that area I can be. I think there's some inconsistency with the Zappamecha Koopa's timing. So I don't know exactly what I need to do differently there. Keep him on screen in the beginning. It's auto scroll, I think. We finally find true RNG. I don't think... I feel like those guys have a decently predictable pattern, but it's like when they fire is based on like you have to be somewhere near the right height or something. I don't know. It's weird. All right, we completed a level from Jim Bob's world, so let's move on. As far as the skating levels, oh gosh, yeah. Donkey Kong 64 had a terrible like final 1 or 2 mini games. Is that stupid? Oh. All right, we're doing Meme Dum Dums level. It was like you were trying to herd some mice into a hole in the middle of a barrel, and it was just very difficult to do. Oh. Rip Thorn. Yeah. Always when you least expect it. Oh, Team Shell. Ooh. All right, we'll try. Batcave. All right, Team Shell level. What difficulty are we dealing with here? Because you guys know I'm not great at shell jumps. Oh yes, you should play Tropical Freeze. It is fantastic. Where am I going from there? I'm going to the Buzzy Beetles. Hang on. Or actually, do I want to bonk on him down below, like right here? Okay, I think that is it. Hey, Astroy. with the party of 4. What up? Welcome. You know, we were just talking about you, if you can believe it. Sonic Mania is worth it. I never really played a lot of the Sonic games growing up, except for Sonic Adventure 2. Nope. Okay, that's going into a reclaim. Thank you, Day. Yeah, we were trying to figure out which enemy in Mario Maker is the least predictable. Like, you know, based on the assumption there's no actual RNG in Mario Maker 2, because that would break auto levels. So every enemy is deterministic, but some of them are a lot more difficult to predict what they're going to do. And basically the consensus was, if Asteroid uses the enemy, that's one that's difficult to predict. Because that does seem to be how you choose. Oh, don't hold it there. Just reclaim. Yeah, but it does seem to be that unpredictability of enemies seems to be a major point of. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh wait, but didn't think about that, did I? Then a drop. Ooh, oh boy. Hang on. Can never figure out chain chomps? That's true. Might be a regular. I'm okay with that. Yeah, Boomerang has his tier list for predictability. Alright, this doesn't seem too bad. There's very few actual shell jumps, except it looked like there was going to be a drop. We'll see how that goes. Ugh, and then bonk off that, and bonk off that, grab that, do a drop. We'll get it. Oh. So guys, I do want to get your opinion on something. I am considering doing a little bit of a, oh, dang it. A change up to the layout. I feel like there's too much layout and not enough content. The stream layout, I mean. I don't know. I feel like I could probably get a lot more real estate squeezed out of that to get a little bit bigger content window. Yeah, well, the bottom is where I've got raid and sub notifications and follow notifications, which I think that's still important. I don't want them overlaying over the actual content, but okay, so the problem there is I'm landing on the wrong side of that. Here, oh boy, here I go stealing again. You like that? Okay. Like I could come up with a, I don't know, let's say a abbreviated format maybe? I don't know, if you guys like it, I'll keep it as it is. Uh-oh, all right, pretend I got that. And then I bonk, bonk. Oh, man. Better than most, okay. Sometimes I feel like it's just too tacky. I don't know exactly where I'm pulling that from, but that's true. On those nights, I basically just use it as, we'll throw the chat over there because I have nothing better to put there. Yeah, the left sidebar, I just put the chat window and just put on-stream chat layout. You know, nothing crazy interesting. Okay, 1, 2, shell jump, reclaim. Oh. Okay. I guess with the wheel, it does become pretty necessary. don't know, I still feel like there's like a lot of extra margin space that isn't really necessary. Oh man, that one's the scary one. Bop, 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 bop. Do a drop kick. He'll somehow put us over there. Reclaim and regrab. Okay, so a regrab is when, all right, you know what a controlled jump is. A controlled jump is when you're not holding the jump button down for the whole jump. You kind of let go of it to do kind of a smaller than usual jump. Like, you know, if there's a spiky ceiling that you need to watch out for, then you'll do, oh, what just happened there? Did I just like stopped on a dime. Yes, note blocks do make you lose that clear condition. Oh no, you're good, Jim Bob. I had a lot of trouble figuring out where to go on that Zappa Mecha Koopa level. I think what was going on is he just wasn't firing when I needed him to. Oh, so that's gonna go into a reclaim, and I think from there I'm grabbing the vine. Okay, so here we go. Full jump. You just hold the jump button down. You jump as high as Mario or Luigi will jump. Do that with a little bit of speed, you get more height. Boom, that's a full jump. Controlled jump, tap jump button, tap jump button. Tap it, release before you hit the maximum of your jump. That's a controlled jump. Regrab, this is subtle, Do a controlled jump, but after you let go of the jump button, hold the jump button again. Now, why would you ever do that? Well, there's a few reasons. One, and perhaps the most common for me, is the very next thing you're about to do is bounce off an enemy and you need to get a full jump off of that enemy. In that case, you're gonna do a regrab because you wanna be holding the jump button in time to bounce off that enemy. But a slightly more subtle use case that does, dang it, does occasionally come into play. Oh, that is not what, I just did a reclaim. Slightly subtle use case is, I believe that you actually fall a little slower, just slightly, and not for the entire duration of the jump, but just a little bit for part of the jump. You fall slower while holding the jump button. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think there is something to that. And then there's a reclaim, which is that jump, right? When you bounce off of a shell that's really close to a wall. And what it does is you will, like that one, right? The first jump of this level is technically a reclaim. Where you are bouncing off of the shell, but the shell does not stop moving. It like gets re-kicked. When you grab it, activate a slow fall. Another form of regrab when you hit the shelf spring, you can pick it up and immediately regrab it. Yeah, what Hudson said. I don't know if my description made any sense at all, but hopefully it helped. Oh man, that's really hard. The drop is gonna be annoying because I'm really bad at drops. Made perfect sense. Excellent. Oh, it's a drop, but it's like, I don't know. It's a controlled drop, which I'm not used to. It's a very unusual setup for what I'm used to doing. Yeah, this part is just bounce off enemies, have fun, but then suddenly drop kick. I hate drop kicks. Hello, Lucas Rosa. Hi, I have a challenge for you. Play this level. Is from a guy named Psycho. Okay. We will put that in the queue, and if we get to that tonight, then we'll give it a try. So it's not your level. It's from somebody else. What's a good way to do it? No, not like that. Not like that. Might have been just a mix-up or just difference of terminology between different groups. I think the Team Shell community is pretty well set on their terms. Like, they've got a pretty good, I don't know, glossary. Oh, I need to wait until the top of my jump before I do the drop. And then somehow we're gonna come up and grab those vines, and then there's gonna be another trick that we're gonna have trouble with. Yeah, I don't know a whole lot about the SMW hacks. I played a ton of shell levels. There you go. New regrabs from SMW ROM hacks. Yeah, I've only done one ROM hack, and I'd played that 15 years ago. I've not played a ROM hack since. Oh, that was it. Yeah. All right. What are we doing here? What in the world are we doing here? Wait, what are we doing here? Oh, wow. Oh, what a nigh. All right, that's, I wish there was a practice door because I have no idea what that was. I did not gain any useful information about the timing of that. We got to the trick, which is something. Oh, man, I'm so bad at drops. Can you reach that with a back shot? Oh, I doubt it. I think you want the momentum there. Right? Don't you? You mean like do a shell jump off of the back wall, like to the left? Oh my gosh. Not Team Shell, but you have played a ton of Shell levels. Yeah, I did some grinding of Team Shell levels several months ago, so I was just trying to get a little bit better at the tricks. I was focusing on kind of the lower difficulty stuff, like the 1.5s and the 2. Okay, just do a shell surf. Yeah, it might be possible to like hit that shell midair, but ooh, I feel like that's harder than the intended strat. Oh, bye shell. Ah, I hate that. The parachuting Buzzy Beetle isn't always in the spot you need him to be. So you gotta kind of time that jump a little bit better. Can't always do a controlled jump for that one. Yeah, they're fun. And they help kind of get the basics drilled in. Oh, all right. Okay, so let's just try throwing it into the air. That's the way to do it. Yeah, I think all I really need to do is just chuck it left and then kind of start like immediately start heading off to the right, but like slow myself down enough to be right on top of it. Oh, Lucas Rosa, who had the level from someone who, you know, from someone else, heads up, if you're not here, I will probably be skipping the level. Because we got a big queue tonight, and I'm gonna try and save that space for people that are here. Sometimes we'll do levels regardless of whether or not someone's here, but just a heads up that if you're not here, level might get skipped. Oh yes, drop. Okay. Oh, what? But how? Wait, what did I do wrong there? There's an impossible Team Shell level? Interesting. Like there's a trick that got patched out or something? Or wait, no, that wouldn't even be a thing. Oh, dang it. Stole the shell from him. Level's just, oh, okay. Not literally impossible, just so difficult that probably nobody will be able to beat it. Oh my gosh. I threw it too late. Okay, so I gotta get an early throw. I think what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna pull out the old ZR trick that I use a lot to make sure that I'm getting a full jump even when I'm doing these weird button combinations. Oh, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be holding ZL. There we go. That is really, really difficult to get. Ooh. People can't make it past the first jump because the level is so stupid. How did it make it into Team Shell then? Like, isn't that kind of a precursor? Like, I mean, you can name a level Team Shell and no one can stop you, but like, if it's an actual Team Shell level, it seems like they would have just not accepted the level if it's super jank. All right. So what the crap? What the crap here? What do I need to do differently here? I felt like I had a pretty good thing going on there. All right, sounds good. I felt like I had a good thing going here. Did it almost right. I think there was a patch because it does have clears, but from a while ago. I think if you play a level that's from an older version, it actually uses that older version's code in some, if that makes any sense. Like, if they, like when they patched out wall, like, you know, the way that certain physics work, because they don't want levels to become impossible due to a bug fix. Okay, so that was almost right. So I guess I slowed down too much. Oh no, that was the wrong way. I was trying to go right immediately, which doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, huh. Why would I want to go right immediately? Because I still have to slow down and wait for it. I feel like what I need to do is slow down in advance and then like slow down pretty severely and then catch up to the shell so that I've got the maximum momentum I can muster. We're getting that drop pretty good. Okay. Oh my gosh, wow. Whew. That was half a pixel from failure right there. But we got it. That was very tight. Oh my gosh. Come back, it's like hardly no one has played any of your levels. I don't know, maybe. All right. Let's give another spin here. Oh, what do we got going on? Revolution. All right, that's not too bad. Hi, do you beat the levels or do you have a timer? I beat levels. I don't have an official timer. Usually I'll play levels for like 10 minutes before, it depends if I'm having fun with the level. I know that a lot of streamers say that, but yeah, if I'm not enjoying the level, if it's not my kind of level, I'll probably be calling it quits earlier. I hope that answers your question, but if not, feel free to request more information. All good, Lucas. All right, Greggy Spike, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, we beat one level of your Super World Gym Bob, and then I started the one with the Zappa Mecha Koopa riding the Thwomp, and it was a little bit janky and didn't work quite right. All right, what are we playing for Mr. Greggy Spike? I remember Twisted Coin Forest was a lot of fun. Whoops. It's not something for 10 minutes. Fair enough. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and jumps. I specifically played Jumps 3 because I saw someone else playing it on Twitch and I was like, they're having a lot of trouble with this. I don't think it's that hard, and I tried it out. It turned out it wasn't that hard. Let's see here. Looking for something. Maybe we'll just try jumps. Let's see. I don't see anything from Mr. Greggy Spike, so this is the one we're gonna do. Gotta love that thwomp jank. Yeah, it's I feel like what I was doing wrong was that ooh, where are we going? Okay. Wasn't sure where that thwomp was gonna go. I think I was just having trouble getting the... Oh, did I screw something up already? Are these switches... Am I supposed to be hitting these switches or something? Yeah, I feel like I needed to get into a better position. Whoops. To get the Zappa Mecha Koopa to fire, because he wasn't firing when I needed him to. Oh, dang it. Well, so much for that. 12 seconds. Yeah, Mr. Greg's like, there he is. Don't know if I'm supposed to have these items here. I'm just gonna take this cloud because I have no idea. Oh, I see. And what's all this? Trap up here. Playing Smash, nice. You have a favorite character to play as? Oh, see, there's my problem. I wonder if it's possible. Hang on, I got an idea. Oh no, because then I wouldn't be able to. Never mind. I want to grab one of these Koopa shells. Whoops, that's not the one I want to hit, as it turns out. I wanted that. Also wanted that one. Dang it. This is one of Mr. Greggy Spike's older levels and should not reflect poorly. Can't grab the thwomp. Huh. Gotta hit that switch. Like Donkey Kong or Pichu. Nice. I like King K. Rool. Dang it, how do I get this? How do I get this stupid shell to be picked up? Oh, there it goes. Now that it's too late. Are we playing Left 4 Dead tomorrow? Oh yeah, we should be doing some Left 4 Dead. Yeah, I think Tank's game for it as well, if I remember right. Okay. So somehow I need to pick up a shell, but it's very inconsistent on whether or not I can get a shell. Hey. Oh, cool. That time I got it. Nice. Very useful now, huh? Oh, wait. That's what I needed it. Oh, there's on-offs over there. There's on-offs over there. I completely forgot that those were there. Well, what am I doing with my life? Oh, I kind of needed that. Can I get this one easily? The red one, maybe? Thorn. I don't know which shell I'm supposed to be grabbing here. Because it's all a little bit janky. Well, not that one, apparently. Or that one. Well, I guess I'll grab this one. Never mind. Something like that. Dang it. Playing his King K. Rool. Nice. I'm looking forward to the challenge. Hey, I needed that. Jerk. I like challenging levels. I have fun with those. Right now we're having a challenge of jank. Oh, dang it. No. There's no other way to get in there, right? Mom likes Samus. Samus is a fun character. Yes, I got it. I have it. Oh, wow, those water physics. All right, this time. We just need a shell, and we just need to get it to the end. I remember Samus was a lot of fun in the original. There we go. Just get to the end. Oh, hey, Fuzzball Jones. Hey, man. Thanks for the raid. Shoutouts to Fuzzball Jones. If you don't know, Fuzzball Jones also plays a lot of Mario Maker 2. Very talented Mario Maker 2 player. Should check the stream out. A lot of fun to just kind of hang out in. I'm doing good. Doing good. You've been playing much of Waft King's castles lately? That is the go-to thing. Like whenever I think of your Mario Maker 2 streams, I always associate that with Waft King's Die Hard Castle series. Like I will never be able to break that association. He's back and he's ready. Oh no. All right. Well, let's go ahead and spin the wheel before Waft King gets in here with his level. Those levels are absolute nightmares. I managed to beat one of them. I still don't know how, but they are a challenge. Yeah, they are evil. They are to be saved for off streaming typically. All right, Mantis. Let's see here. Oh, that's your Maker ID. I could have just gone to recent levels. All right, let's check it out. My pick. All right, I like it. Let's try out. All right, we didn't get very far. All right, let's take another stab at this one. It was that last up pipe that kept getting us, and I feel like that's pretty close to the end of the level. We'll grind this a little bit. We got such a full queue tonight. And we're gonna fail the first shell jump. Love it. I gotta get my my shell jumping chops worked back up. There we go. All right, so we got a delayed jump here that we were too early on. What color is the indicator? We are at a yellow light. That is calculated from the number of levels in the queue and the time of night. So based on that, I should be able to give everybody's level 10 minutes without too much trouble. Red is when we have problems, and then we have to consider closing down the queue early. Right now, we're still good. Okay. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, jump. There it is. All right, that's our first time in the pipe. What are we seeing here? Oh, you know what we could do? I bet that's the intended strat, isn't it? That's the intended strat. And then we just got a YOLO. 2, 1. Well, you know what? We spent 20 minutes on it the first time, 2 minutes now. It averages out. Wow. We were that close. So if we if we did not do the quick kill strat on Larry, we would not have had time to get to the end. That's a really clever little ending there. You have to think very quickly about how to take care of him in a timely manner. Man, all right, we were that close. We loosened the level up last time. You know, that's what it was. All right, who we got next? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, is it time? It's time. Here we go. Thorn. Board. All right. Giant Slayer 5 preview. All right. So this is just a preview. Did we finish Giant Slayer? Did we finish the previous one that we got? I don't feel like we did. Oh boy. Wait, this does look very much like the previous one that we did. It's a trap. All right, I see a leaf. Oh, we went in that door. Okay, we did finish the last one. All right. Ah, there's our leaf. All right, so now we don't fly. Uh-oh. Well, now we're in trouble. All right, I'm trying to see if we can get in here. Would you like me to stay out of... No, you're good, Mantis. You're good. If I'm having trouble enforcing the 10 minutes, that's on me. And that one evened out anyway, so it worked out perfectly fine. Ooh. Huh. Nice. All right, I can't get good P speed off of this conveyor belt. Gotta figure this out. Gracie should get a treat. Gracie has a lot of treats sometimes. Gracie has front-loaded her life with treats, you know? I don't know, that's the polite way of putting it. No P-speed.
Gracie's on a pretty strict diet.
Yeah, that's another polite way of putting it. Yeah. Gracie, not currently, but Gracie has been a very big dog.
She was on a weight loss journey.
Yeah, Gracie had her own little weight loss journey. Excellent, Hudson. Glad to hear it. All right, let's see if we can actually get flight here. There it is. Uh-oh. Oh, so this is using hang on. So this is using custom auto scroll. That's what it is. That's why I can't see where in the world I am.
This Gracie must have had an upset belly. So I can't imagine another reason that she would have woken me up.
Where am I? I'm crushed.
So early.
Oh yeah, Gracie got up. Gracie got up really early in the morning. How is this one possible? All of Thorn's levels are possible, and they all look a lot like this. We just gotta find a crack in the defenses. Let's just fly really high. I died. I don't know what killed me, but I'm dead. Oh, I need more speed. You know what? Why these levels? These are fun levels. They are not traditional fun levels. They are definitely unusual. I'm just going in. Okay, don't go in the middle. The middle kills you, like instantly. Yeah, this is like up there with Asteroids levels of like, okay, this is not what I typically look for in a level, but... Dang it, every time I grab that, I don't know why, but it kills me instantly when I grab that. You know what, there's a chance. Dang it, well, not anymore. And I'm squished. There's a chance I can surf down in the bottom and just bounce off these cannonballs. Let's try that. Doesn't seem easy to do, but I think it's possible. Uh-oh. Well, I wasn't ready for that, though. That sort of throws a wrench in the plans. But I think we've got the right idea. Also, I hate that you make me do a a max jump. Just oh, that's weird. That normally doesn't happen. Every time the level starts, I have to do a very quick jump up. Alright. Hang on. That wasn't happening before. What did I change? My pattern is slightly different now, apparently. I'm just gonna hold run, hold right. Nope, we're good now. Uh-oh. Yeah, we ran out of flight there. You can fix that? Oh no. Is it gonna be even higher of a jump now? Took damage off screen. Hang on. Wrong button. Yeah. I see. All right. You know what? There's some shelmets kind of in the midst of everything. Oh, that was nice. Uh-oh, that's not nice. That's not nice. Yeah, they're pricey. Please do not buy a tier 3 subscription. I'm getting nowhere. I have not been able to make this, let's see. There's gotta be some way to get over it. Dang it. With Bennett Foddy. Like, once I get over there, I don't have a great way of picking up any power-ups. I see a fire flower in the middle. I took damage somewhere. The off-screen stuff is really messing with me. I'm sure it's necessary to do the custom auto-scroll. Uh-oh. Well, that's that. There's a very narrow window. Alright, hold on. Also, Magic Koopa is not making things easier. Oh, you're just throwing things off screen at me. See, usually on Thorn's levels, enemies are getting thrown at you from all sides, but also power-ups are being thrown at you from all sides. So it becomes a game of, can you out-damage boost the level? Uh-oh. Oh, and there's Rising Poison, too. All right. Let's give this just a couple more tries. What's going on, Happy Lappy? Bop, that one. Bop, bop. Bop. Oh! Alright, last shot on this one. Uh-oh. Okay. Nice. 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 Alright. Kinda got a little pattern going. Oh no! He barely brushed against me. Alright. Alright, we'll call that one a draw. I am interested to see what's going on here. So there is a lot of stuff off screen. can't tell exactly what's going on up there that I was dying on initially, but I was getting killed by something up there. It's basically just continue doing that. I think that is the only way to proceed in that, is just keep on bouncing off of those cannonballs. Very doable, very doable. I'll be very interested to see what comes after that when you finish the level. So it's basically just kind of work into that pattern. Yeah, so that one should be really fun when it's finished. I'm looking forward to getting the clear on it. All right, let's keep the party moving. It looks like it's going to be a contest between Boomerang and Hudson here. Combined, they've probably got a little bit over 3/4 of things here. Oh, but no! We're sneaking in the middle here. Oh, all right, all right. Lucas Rosa, 3K. So if I remember correctly, this is not Lucas's level. It's by another maker, but it is apparently very hard. So let's see what we got going on here. All right, run and jump, 0.06, 40-second clear rate. That's a ton of attempts. Okay. That does not look bad at all, but I'm sure it actually is, right? Yeah, seriously, Jim Bob. All right, let's do it. 0.4. Let's see what surprises. Oh, all right. That's a little blind, but we're gonna Z out of that. Okay. Oh, good. We get laughing sound effects. Those very popular in Brazil. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Oh, it's not going to be enough, is it? No. So, what makes me think this level won't actually be that hard is it has a tremendous number of clears. Why does that make me think it's not going to... Oh, actually, does that work? I might be able to just skip the piranha plant. That makes me think that what's going on is that a lot of people are trying it because it got popular, even people that are not particularly good at the game. Let's just take it slow for now. That's not going to be enough. Oh, and the lava's going. Oh yeah, we got it. Your level is up. Well, not your level, but a level. Not quite enough speed there. I'm kind of tempted to try skipping that piranha plant entirely. Oh, nope, that's good, that's good. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, you want me to spin jump off those. All right. Yeah, this has a lot of blind jumps. It's maybe. All right, we got it. Okay, I have to land on the left side of that brick, or I guess rather do an early jump coming into that one, because the laughing is really getting annoying though. Someone went a little bit overboard on the sound effects. It's not gonna be enough. Yeah. Yeah, that one jump, I need to be a little bit earlier on the jump because it turns into a P-switch run. Not enough. The final, it's the best. All right. No, okay, yeah. Gotta really use that claw. Well, that's gonna be too slow now. Yeah. Lava timer is pretty tight on that. So there's no time to go back and get a better bit of momentum. So current world record is 40 seconds. That's a little bit on the left, yeah. We gotta land on the dead center or right of the piranha plant. try to kind of do a little bit of a double back there. I was thinking maybe I would have a more favorable landing in the claw. That looks all right. Yeah. Okay, so right here, it wants me to spin jump. What I'm thinking is I'm just gonna, instead of doing a spin jump, I'm gonna grab the shelmet and wear it immediately. That was really bad. So do I need to be spinning later or earlier? That's not enough. That's not enough at all. There's a sweet middle-ish spot. Maybe. Hey, Tank, how you doing? Tank, you up for Left 4 Dead tomorrow? It doesn't look good, yeah. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. Oh, that looks good. Oh, that wasn't enough. Excellent. That's so much easier. It's really hard to put that on during that section. Maybe I should just do it as intended. Oh, all right. That's the end of the first section. That's 31 seconds left on the timer, so that's halfway through the level right there. This part is just hold right, hold run. All right. We're gonna try for that pipe again, but there's a chance, based on what I've seen so far on this level, that that pipe is actually fake. Oh, I did a twirl. So we'll see. But we've already beat half the level in 6 minutes, so that's pretty good. Nope. All right, pipe is fake. That's a shame. Based on the popularity of it, I was kind of hoping... I know I'm a little bit foolish for hoping for this, but I was kind of hoping it would be like a genuinely tough level. But it looks like it is actually not a genuine level. It's a, you know, it's one of those. Pipe is not fake. Okay. Pretty sure I was holding down, but maybe I wasn't holding down or something. We'll see, we'll see. Whoa, I triple jumped there. I usually do not accidentally triple jump at that spot. So let's see. Why, like, I was definitely sliding on the pipe, wasn't I? Like, duck sliding on that pipe. Rising lava will prevent you from going... Oh, okay, interesting. So does that imply that I need to somehow pick up a little bit extra time somewhere? Trying to figure out where we can do that. At the slope. So in New Soup, and I learned this from the original Ninja level, If you try and slide down a slope, it's slower. It is slower to slide down a slope. Oh, there we go. All right, what do we do? Oh, well, cool. All right, so duck jump there. All right, we're gonna beat this, I think. Unless there's some final trick that's just unreasonably difficult. So what I did differently to get a little bit more speed is I ran down the slope instead of just jumping over it entirely. I don't remember if that's actually faster or not, but it worked. So, I dropped a twirl. Oh, that was bad. I had to do a little bit of a turn back because I did a triple jump accidentally. Well, now we're dead anyway. I'm gonna close the queue. Hey, thank you for the follow. Okay. All right, so for that one, I can intercept that with a little bit more of a controlled jump. I'm trying not to do a turn back there if possible. Progress, yes. I did a turn back. Oh no! I was a little bit too early on my down input. That one was not gonna work because I was about to do the triple jump accidentally. There we go. There's where I need the triple jump. 3, 4, 5. Ah, man, that was really hard to intercept. Caught in the jump. Got it. Oh, 4 is almost enough, but sometimes it doesn't quite work out. That was a really bad... I don't know, sometimes I just don't get my twirls timed correctly. I don't know if I'm spamming the button too quickly or what. It's interesting that you can collect the coin that you're jumping off of. So close. Really hard to time that that cannonball for me. 3, 4. Nice. Ooh. Tricky. I'm concerned that since I don't know what's left in the subworld, my worry is that since I'm going in blind, it's going to make it very difficult to be able to react fast enough to some things. There it is. Okay. 30 seconds in the pipe. Okay, so tiny jumps. Oh man, that's... still can't see anything. That's 30 seconds into the level. Alright, I want to beat this tonight, but my concern is... Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. My concern is that I'm going to spend too much time on this level for not enough progress. And I'm not going to have time for everybody else's levels. So So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give this just a few more tries, see if we can make some more progress. And then, oh, okay. Really would not enjoy this level. It is a little bit trolly, yeah. It seems trolly. No, you're right, you're right. Oh, hey, you know what I just noticed? The lava. Has stopped. Oh, interesting jump, but okay, let's do it. Cool, I think we got it. 3 seconds left on the clock. Hey, cool, we got it. Nice, 15 minutes, not bad. All right, we still got 5 levels in the queue tonight, so let's keep it moving. You love Endless personally? Endless is all right. I'm not gonna leave that one a like. It seems a little bit rough. All right, there we go. We are the 307th clear. All right, Boomerang. You're up next, man. Should have a big slice now. You probably will. Endless isn't that bad if you remember the magic of holding select. That's true. You pretty much just have to assume that every level is going to kill you immediately. All right, so I've beaten this one. I've beaten this one already. All right, see you around, Lucas. Thanks for the level. Play your latest. All right. Boomerang's tanks. All right, 2-minute world record. I do feel good about having been able to beat that in one go. And I think I was right about my my assessment of the difficulty not actually being worth a 0.06 clear rate. Like, I think my my explanation made sense as to why I thought, like, okay, that one, yeah, it says 0.06, but it's not going to be as hard as a normal 0.06 because it is so, it has so many plays, so many attempts. Like, that makes sense, right? Oh, he got me. Oh, I was like, what did I get? Oh, hi, Spike. Didn't even notice you there. The level are almost always the hardest part, too. Yeah. Well, and once I got to that on-off switch section and I found that the lava wasn't rising anymore, I was like, okay, well, now I can actually take my time. This level's hard to make. It's fun, though. I like it. I'm glad that they made, like, oops. SMB3 style tank levels actually possible to do. Like, they give, oh, dang it. They give you the tools you need to make it happen. Oh, kind of lost myself there. Key, huh? Would I get that here? Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Going straight into the warp box. I'm winning. I win. It's goofy. Only a handful of good auto-scroll levels. Yeah, I gave him the old wombo combo. That ain't Falco. Oh. Hey, world record. Nice, fun. Like it. All right, we gotta hurry and knock out these last few levels. GG. Oh, no prize. Wait, oh. Who is it? Who is it? It's Jim Bob. By a hair. It's your hubris. You were so convinced. You were so convinced that it was your time. Alright, maybe we should try out the other level here. Because I was having really... this one's gonna probably be not as janky. Let's hope for not as janky. I'm sure there's a good way to make that... it's always your time. Yeah, you need more gear, please. I'm sure there's a good way to make that Zappa Mecha Koopa fire. Thank you. Question mark? Next time. Yoink. Huh. Huh. Okay, this is a level. Careful, careful. Uh-oh, I lost it. Uh-oh. I can't hear the audio. New level has no mid-airs. Nice. Oh, it was bad timing. See, I feel like you could actually make this jump off of the, off of the Shelmet. It would be horribly difficult, but possible. Oh, hi. Alright, this time we're in better shape. Oh yeah, this'll work too, huh? Ooh. Ah, now we're talking. Where can I get some cape flight around here? Yoink. Gotcha. Where's the ground? No! Let me kill you! Oh boy. This is a problem. Uh-oh, that's a problem. I miscounted the blocks. Alright, where's my power-up now? Cool, there is none! Alright, just don't let anything spawn off to the left and we should be fine. Ooh, hi. Yeah, you just... Oh, he's coming! I see a red pipe at the end. I'm worried there might have been a shortcut. Surely not. There was probably a subworld somewhere. Alright, chat, do we take on the Zappa Mecha Koopa level or go for the anything else? Actually, we have full... Maybe we can go for anything. Just go for the airship. As much as I hate airship levels. Castle. If this one's rough, we'll skip over to the castle. Ooh. Made it back with the mushroom. Okay, this one's not going to be too bad after all. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Bye. Just have to assume that every single one of these is needed. Bye. So new plan, hang out at the very far left. Whoa. All right, we're good. Far left of every single one of these so that new Bowsers... Oh, wait, we've reached the Bowser limit. We're fine. So that new Bowsers will not be spawning. Bye. Oh, he's going to be throwing some hammers, isn't he? Oh, nope, nope. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Hey. Hi. Oh, I can just YOLO this. Hope that was right. Hope that was right. Oh, hey. Why was I slipping? Maybe the hardest gauntlet in all. Castle is super hard boss gauntlet. Hardest gauntlet in Super Mario Maker 2. You've seen asteroid stuff, right? Like, you have seen asteroid stuff. Bye, friend. Bye, other friend. Uh-oh, hammers. I wonder with all the enemies around here, is there a path? If you went off that bumper, no, you wouldn't be able to make it up there. That's fine. Ooh, hi. At least I'm not getting stun locked by these guys. Yet. Uh-oh. Oh! Okay. Kind of lost my movement on my left joystick for a bit there. But we got it back, so we're good. Alright. Pretty much auto-scroller. But, you know what? Still alright. Is the little curves out of your Switch friends list, and for some reason you feel special. I mean, you know, if you like the content that somebody puts out, and then they, you know, they show you even a little bit of, I don't know, attention? I don't know what I'm wanting to say there.
Regard.
Regard. Thank you. Feels good. Oh, Bowser. Aw, he doesn't. Wait, don't most Koopalings? Maybe Baby Bowser is, or Bowser Jr. is exempt from this, but I think most Koopalings, when they immediately after getting hit, they are temporarily like hitboxless or something. Acknowledgement, yeah. Don't worry, we got all these rider types hanging out with us to make us feel special and well-verbaged. That's the stun lock I was waiting for. A bunch of word riders around here. Get those hammers out of here.
Don't want them. Oh, gosh. Oh, this is going to be rough. Bye. Okay, here we go again. Gosh, that's a really hard one to reach. Oh, no! Wow. There's just a little bit of jank with these skull platforms. Everyone's familiar with it. It's you try to run to the back of the skull platform while it's going down slightly. It just does some goofy stuff, and then you slide through the individual skulls. Bye. Dr. Deep. That's him. It kind of juked me. Mr. Dr. Deep. Ah, yes. Makes sense. I hate the waiting. I hate the waiting levels. I just want to go. I want to go. Let me go fast. The Deep Jeep. Perfect. Tempted to go over there and jump on you guys. Off they go. Bye. We got any hammers? There's those hammers. Oh, he tried to get me. Oh wait, this is the part where I can just go, isn't it? Yeah, it's like right there. Alright, this time I'm big. Maybe less jumping is gonna make this easier. Oh, it was literally right there. I slipped off the last jump. Cool. Alright, here we go. Moved what? I don't know, I missed something. Alright, here we go. Frost Wolf. I don't think Frost Wolf is gonna be here. Frost Wolf, you got like 10 seconds to let me know if you're here. Yeah, I know, we're almost done. Oh, thanks for the bits. Thanks for the nickel thrown directly at my head. All right, I'm gonna start putting in Hudson's ID here. I've been taking to whenever I'm waiting to see if someone is here that I do not think is here. If they're not here, I go for a next instead of a random. Yeah, the last thing they said in chat was no, actually they said GG 14 minutes ago. Frostwolf said GG 14 minutes ago. But nothing since. All right. Well, I think they done gone. All right, Hudson. Goblin Grains, tough level with a practice door. Oh boy. No, I'm just gonna skip them. They're not coming back. It's alright. Alright. What even am I doing? Well, that wasn't it, huh? Oh, wait, hang on. No, wait, that's not it. Hang on, what is it then? Oh wait. That's what it is. Okay, I get it now. It's not Hudson, come on, it's a shell level. Nope, not that. Not that. That's the thing. Yeah, so that's a midair drop. Yeah, you can't fool me. I know a shell level when I see it. This one has shells in it. Oh man, drops. They're not that bad, but the Nye is super cool. We may see the Nye someday. Whoops. Whoops. Haha! Just taking a look ahead is all. Oh, that was... Well, I mean, that was close. That was almost it. There's one shell swap. Okay, I vaguely remember what that is. But it's indicated. It's some kind of juggling technique. That's true. Yeah, I still got a lot of Manta stuff to get through though. In my quest to clear all Mantis's levels. Ah, drops. Hey, okay, so we're doing this, this. Wait. Wait. Early throws, okay. Oh, this is the swap. This is where I throw. All right. I throw the shell, the buzzy shell up. Throw the dry bone shell up, catch the buzzy beetle shell, do a shell jump with it. Then I'm going to do that weird technique where you jump into a dry bone shell. I can do that. I'm very rough with it. Maybe like 50% of the time I can hit that. Similar to just a regular shell jump, about 50% of the time. Bye. I need assist mode for shell levels, you know? Play them at like 1/4 speed with rewind. And slowly crank it up as I get better. Ugh. Yeah, but I'm gonna have to get that shell swap at some point. Pamper Hovercat. It has been redeemed. Vanilla ice cream, maybe? No? No? Okay.
I feel like these socks are making my feet colder.
Making your feet colder.
Yeah, is that weird?
That is weird. Socks should not be making your feet colder.
I don't know. They don't feel
They
warm
sound-
and cozy.
They sound defective.
They just feel
Like they're not the world's softest.
these are definitely not the world's softest socks.
If you want to check out the rest of the level, there's a practice door this time. Let's see, this is a 26-second level. More like stocks. I mean, that is certainly a joke that I understand. Shells. Shells everywhere. Despise socks. I guess given the option, I would just rather my feet be warm without socks. But that doesn't normally happen. Ah. Naturally. Oh gosh, that's an unpopular opinion right there. Why? Ugh, that is rough. Pulling off a shell jump that quickly. Unpopular, so. Well, there you go. Then it all works out. Catching the second shell, that's tricky. Yeah, there's a lot of sock hate going on in here. I don't know how I feel about that. Well, that was almost it. It's kind of like we need to move into a controlled jump at that point. Yeah, I typically have very cold feet and cold hands. Which the cold hands are made worse by the programming. How do I catch it?
That's probably what little Toadette will think someday about our feet.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, just this unknown thing. Almost taboo.
Mm-hmm. I saw my mom's feet today.
Ew.
It was horrifying.
What? Suddenly I'm wearing this. Suddenly I'm wearing it. I really don't know what just happened there. It was weird. Why are there Kaizo blocks? Because it would be very cheesable. Anytime you give someone a dry bone shell in a level like this, I think I did not holy grab, but let's see. Entirely possible. Yeah, dry bone shells do open up a lot of potential for cheese. Oh, that was, I threw it at least. I wasn't doing a jump, so it didn't really work out, but. Pulling off a jump with that little window of time is very difficult for me. My brain does not go that fast. Yeah, just anti-cheese. At least I can pull this off pretty reasonably now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, dry bone shells will do that. Oh, hey, I actually made it. All right, let's just go over there. We got the coin. Boom. 10 seconds in, level beaten. Woo! We got a coin. Coin get. There it is, right there. Oh my gosh. Wow, this level just goes. And it only takes 25 seconds to do all those tricks. Man. Pretty crazy considering I only made it that far in 10 seconds. Who's that? Was that, no, never mind. Thought I saw someone I recognized. All right. Let's do a little bit of something for Mantis and then call it a night. Oh, there he is. Go down here. Shell jump. No. No shell jumps. Alright, this looks alright. 26-minute world record. Let's give it a try. Let's see here. Only if you want to. Yeah, we'll at least try it out. We'll at least try something out. Okay. Jump overs and pokies. You know what? So far, this level seems very doable. Oh, I see. Okay. Gotta go fast. Okay. So far, so good. Ooh. Well, thanks for the extra lives. If I had stayed still, I probably could have survived that. This one has a potential key death. Ooh. Alright. Let's be ready for it. Alright, just don't move for a little bit. Now we move. Oh, whoa. Oh, that's pretty tricky. Gotta hold off as long as possible. I like the trick, though. You have a potential raid target? I'll have to check my list as well. Nice. Oh wait, that was the... I just realized that's the safety coin. Let's leave that one there, shall we? Germ dove. I don't feel like I want to go either of these directions. Thank you, Day. Germ Dove, thank you for the subscription there. Oh, wow. That's been there the whole time, and no one's ever pointed that out. All right, well, there's one red coin. That one seems easy. You know, I've got a command for that to modify the shout-out text, but I never really used it. I just do it off-stream instead. Okay. It's not too bad here. Ooh, actually... Oh, no, we're good, we're good. Okay, now we have a problem. JZG. I feel like I've stopped into their stream. What on earth is this? That looks more like that's going to be the exit. Because the key door is down there. So this feels like the exit is going to be, of all this mess, is going to be back that way. Oh, Jen, yeah. Might be raiding Jen. No. Let me see if I see anybody on mine. Yeah, that'd probably be it. Alright, let's quick cycle these if we can. Oh, we can't! Not this time. It's alright. It's a lot of fish. Alright, Mr. Bloops. Haha. Alright, that's just 1-ups. We don't need those. Alright. Oh. Huh. Oh. And now I go back? Yeah, now we're back. What? Oh, you. Germ. Do you want... Oh, dang it. Dang it. Do you want to play any Left 4 Dead tomorrow? I think Tank and Day are in. But, be nice to have a fourth. If you got stuff going on, I got a few other people I can ask as well. Incredibly hit or miss. Ah, rip. It's alright. We'll make it happen sometime. Okay, that was a bad way to do it.
Is Left 4 Dead a violent game?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, you're escaping zombies, yes, but you are defeating the zombies with bullets and explosives. And there's quite a bit of zombie parts flying around. So, for what it's worth, the zombies are the bad guys. Man, that is very difficult to make it through. Then I would not advise Left 4 Dead. Maybe you can join when we do Dangerous Space Time, which is another 4-player co-op game, but with a much happier theme. All right. So we've already. It seems like we've exhausted the right path, which is a scary thought. Because now I have to go through a jellyfish maze. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was the hard part. I feel like these 2 wide areas are a lot easier than the very narrow zigzag. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, alright, what's in here? Anything useful? Frog suit and another frog suit. Uh-oh, I have 2 frog suits now. Okay. Ooh, I see. I'm betting this is pretty tight. Okay. Actually not too bad so far. Oh gosh, what? Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, alright. Let's go ahead and get this one. Ah, clever way of getting rid of the frog suit. I like it. Okay, key death incoming. World record on this is 26 minutes. It's got me a little bit worried still. Alright. Alright. Now we should be able to just drop these one at a time. Okay, that's fine. That's much preferred. It's pretty much just drop those, and I think we want to stay up there while they respawn, just to make sure we've got maximum time. And his little trolley, oh boy. Alright, let's figure it out. Hey, doggy. Oh gosh, I see what you mean. If we die here, we're not doing it again. They've been pretty good. We got a very low clear rate level from Brazil that was actually not too bad. Ooh, I don't like Don't like. Baby Bowser, go away. I'm overthinking this section. Hang on. Let's reset. Alright, spit me out of the exit. Spit me out on the exit. Oh no. Oh no! You gotta kill Baby Bowser, don't you? Alright, hang on. I think we can still get it up there. I think we can at least. With a nice big jump. Hang on. Okay, yeah. Okay. Now we're good. I'm gonna let this fish go past us. Alright, don't die. Okay. I see. Alright, well. That was key death. You were like 5 seconds too late. And to be fair, I did see hold jump. And I did hold jump. You know what? If I just looked at the thumbnail. No, that probably still wouldn't have helped me. Can't make out anything going on there. Oh, we could have halved that world record. Rip. All right then. Well, that was something. All right. Yeah. We made it, and then it all went terribly wrong. Oh well. That's all right. All right, let's see here. Let's go hang out with Jen. Yeah, I'm heading out for the night. I gotta get to bed pretty soon. That's a good point, Day. I'll throw a message in their respective Discords. Yeah, you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out. This has been a lot of fun. It'll give us the energy we need to get through the week. Hopefully. It's gonna be a doozy. Alright guys, take care. Be good this week. You know, do good things out there. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. Alright, have fun. Bye guys.